we talked about. Today, I have decided and I have selected a topic that is again related with previous lectures that you can see here, if it is visible here, different sources of learning English language. So, before starting this lecture, let me have a quick recap of previous lectures that we talked about. We talked about in first lecture introduction to English language and its importance, of course. And I hope that you have gone through that lecture. You have understood the things that I discussed in my first lecture. Then in second lecture we talked about you know learning a second language. Understand? I hope this is audible now, guys. If I'm not audible or I'm not visible to you, then you can send your responses as we can make it quite better. So I hope it is quite audible now. You can hear me clearly. Make sure. Okay. And one thing more. I want maximum participation from your side. Because why? Because this is what we believe that if you participate in our classes, it would be beneficial for you. This is how we have created this online series of lectures. Different teachers are coming here, different teachers are putting their energies, they are giving their time, and they are making themselves prepared in order to benefit you all. But if you just sit at your homes and you do not participate in our classes or do not attend our lectures, then it would be for me, I think it would be useless. So I hope that you all are here. You all have just joined my lecture. Okay, coming to our topic, that is different sources of learning English language. Have you ever examined that what are the major sources of learning English language? In other words, you may call it target language. Why we call it target language? Because this is the language that we have targeted, that we have set a target in our minds, that we will learn this language come what may. Understand? At any cost, we will learn this language, that is target language, that is English language. But being a teacher of English and being a linguist, I would suggest to you that please do not forget one thing. Never ever forget one thing in your mind. And what it is, that you need to learn target language. There is no harm in it that you are learning English language, but it should be kept in mind that you may not leave your own language, that is your mother tongue. Suppose we are living in a multilingual society. In our country, in Pakistan, there are number of other languages which are used frequently. Our national language, which is Urdu, Sindhi language, Pashto language, Balochi language, Brahawi language, Saraiki language, and there are a number of other languages as well. So we have to use them as well at domestic level, at our homes, with our friends, with our family members. We have to use them as well because it is part of our culture. It is our identity. Understand? Okay. But here in this context, in this particular context of learning English, you all are students of English language, and more than, I think you have spent 11 years of your career in learning English language. 11 years is really a kind of time period that you have spent, that you have given to your studies, particularly learning a one language, that is English language. And let me tell you one thing, that 11 year is more than a decade, man. Understand? One decade, more than a decade. Understand? I hope you have got the idea. Okay, moving further to the topic that we have selected for you guys today, that is major sources of learning English language. Let me ask you one question, and I will be waiting for your quick responses via chat box or uh, text messages. What do you think, as a learner, as a student of English, what are the major sources of learning English language, or even you can call them primary sources of learning English language? You have only got 2 minutes to answer my question, to give your feedback, to give your responses. Then I would be telling you, I will be defining that according to me, according to my perception as a teacher, what I believe, that what are the major sources, are primary and secondary sources of learning English language. Your time starts now. Okay, you may be thinking that what kind of question sir has asked, but it is a general question. It is quite easy question that you may be able to answer me quickly. If you are not understanding, not able to define or to give answer of my question, let me answer you. Let me give you a favor. According to my perception, being a teacher, the major and primary source of learning English language, first of all, is your teachers. Teachers are the best sources, the best sources, understand, or you may call it source, and it is a primary source. Do you have any idea what we call primary and secondary? Huh? Do you have any idea? If you have, then give me responses. Otherwise, wait for my turn. Okay. Teachers are the best sources, are the source of learning English language. Particularly those teachers who have got mastery of English language, those who are good at their English language, those who have spent more than their 14 or 15 or 16 years of their career in learning English language and getting their desired degrees. Suppose we have got number of teachers here belonging to English, particularly English subject. Okay, teachers are the best source of learning English language. For you, who are they? Especially in this context at Ghazali College, who are they? They, those who are the source of learning English language, and they are the primary source. Okay, teachers are the best sources of learning English language. If you have got your faculty members, number of faculty members belonging to English, particularly English language, suppose Sir Said is there, Sir Hosh Mohammed is there, Sir Zain Sumro is there, understand? Uh, you know very well that you are teacher, Tosif Kolaji is here. If you are not taking benefits and you are not availing your teachers, it means you are just losing your time. You are just having a kind of, you may call it, what should I call it? Okay, I have just forgotten the things that have skipped it from my mind. Okay, try to get benefits from your teachers. Teachers are the sources that will lead you towards success. Success in terms of learning English language. Why you are here, why you have got admission, why you spend your time, why you put your energies and money only to understand or to learn English language. That is our desire. That is our desire. Okay, so you have to learn from your teachers. Teachers have good command over English language. They are good at their speaking, their reading, their writing, and they have got content knowledge as well. And they are supporters. They are guiders. They will guide you how to learn, how to understand the things that are required. Okay, number one source is, remember this is a kind of source that we may call a primary source of learning English language. What about other sources? Okay, let me talk, let me share with you. According to me, according to my expertise, the second source that we have is books. Books are the primary sources. Understand? But unfortunately, I would say students of this era are not reading books. Why? They have just relied, they only rely on sources. Sources, which sources? Secondary sources. They have forgotten that books are their real friends. Books will never let you down, man. Remember this line. This line is going to change your mindset. The line that I have uttered now, that books are going to change your careers. Books will never let you down. It is quite possible that your friends, your family members, your colleagues maybe the reason of letting you down in your society, in your career, but books will never do that thing. Why? Books are known as what? Books are known as your real friends. And real friends are those who will always there to help you out, to support you. Those who are good readers, they are good writers as well. There are a number of examples in your surroundings. Okay? Books are really our good friends. Okay, you will be asking me, sir, there are number of books. How to avail them? Which sort of book we should follow, or which type of book we may read? I'm talking particularly in context of English. There are books of grammar. You may avail them. You may read these books. There are books related with language, linguistics, literature. Okay? And this is not limited. Books are not limited. I would suggest you may read other books as well. Books on general topics, suppose uh, social sciences, politics, history. There are a number of books. The list goes on, man. The list is unlimited. I'm just giving you a kind of hint, that will help you. Man, remember one thing. Being a teacher, being uh, English teacher, I have observed that students of this modern era, especially in our surroundings, I'm not talking about others, because there are students who are giving their proper time to their readings. Understand? I hope you are getting me. But in our surroundings, students are not good readers. They have just forgotten that books are there. They simply come to school, understand? They bring their books with them, but they spend more than 5 to 6 hours in their schools, colleges, even at universities. We have seen many students. They simply take heavy bags with them and they never ever bother to open those books. Until and unless you are not a good reader, remember that you are not going to learn English language properly. So avail this source as well. Books are your friends. Understand? And this is a common custom in Sindhi culture, in Pakistani culture, that we always remain close with our friends. If you have got friends, if you have got friends from your college, from your city, from your neighborhood, you always give your time. You always spend your time with your friends. You walk with them. Get together with them. You you know what else should I say? You remain in contact with them via social media, via Facebook, through WhatsApp, through Instagram, through text messaging. But have you ever realized that we have got books at our homes? They are just lying, in our desk, simply in our shelves, and we never bother to open them. There is a dust on these books. Who will study them? Who is going to open them? I think we must read them out. We start reading. If you start reading books, believe me, you will pray for me and you will pay your thanks to me. Why? Because the thing that I have just shared with you is a kind of source that is life changing. Life changing. Okay. From your teachers, I have seen many of our teachers who are really keen of reading. Keen of reading, man. From your teachers, Saeed Ahmad Insab, believe me, he is really a fine reader. He always reads. Understand? He spends his time, more time, with reading. Okay. So books are there. And then moving further, what else? Have you ever think of keeping a dictionary with you? Huh? As a student, as a learner of English language, have you ever thought of? I don't think so. There are limited number of students who possess dictionaries with themselves, who always keep dictionary with themselves. I can call out their names. I have seen many times Azhar Malan. He always uses dictionary. Meran Khoso was there. Hamad Khoso was there. Mozam Mazari. Understand? Afak Chachar. These were the students who always utilized and they always got benefit from dictionaries. Keeping a dictionary with you is going to help you.